Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I'm Rebecca, the program director here at the Joslyn Center, and we are on episode 66 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So today we have Veronica and Judy. We're going to do our little warm-up, and then they are going to teach you some perfect quarantine arts and crafts. So enjoy your warm-up, and we will get started in just a minute. How are you, Veronica?
Me? Thank you, Rebecca. Good morning, everyone. I hope your day's going well so far. Let's start our warm-up. I like to start with marching, seated or standing. So hope that's working for you. And let's just enjoy it. You know, I was thinking this morning, we always need to take a moment several times a day and just take a nice deep breath. So why don't we do that? Let's just stop for a second and just take a nice deep breath. Arms are optional, okay? Really fill your lungs and then exhale. And you can just feel. Inhale and exhale. One more. It's taken me a long time in my life to realize that really works. You know, nothing like that to bring you present and just make you fully aware of where you are right at that moment when you're breathing and just watching your breath too. Okay. So we're going to get a little elevation in our heart rate, just a little bit, get our blood flowing, get our oxygen flowing throughout our blood, so to speak. Okay, let's step side to side, just tapping. So we have a couple of fun little projects today. And I'm always saying about being present, so now we're going to come back and just think about what we're doing. If you are standing near your chair or you're seated, just kick forward and don't try to bring your legs up too much because that'll involve your back. So just bring them, squeeze your abs, and just kick out, alternate, kick out. And we are not going too fast because we're still getting warmed up. And if you do something where you kind of jump into it, let's just say I say, do a high kick. We're not even warmed up, and your back, you can feel something in your back, hopefully not pain, but just a little bit pull in your back like, oh, I need to squeeze my abs. That's a reminder, it's best not to jump in. Warm up and work out your way up there. Alternating. Practice your balance. Practice your balance. Okay, now I'm going to turn to the side, and if you're standing, you can do this. Now kick back, just alternate. What you do is you raise your leg up as if you're going to do a hamstring curl, get in position, and then kick back. Kick back. Real good for your glutes. Kick back. And if you're seated, what you can do is what we did before, is start squeezing your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. Good. So let's just stand for a moment and let's raise our arms overhead and practice keeping your shoulders down, but reaching up at the same time. Reach up, just keep your neck nice and long, keep your shoulders down, reaching, and then reaching for the walls, reaching. Okay, and put your hands behind if you can, and just, what we're doing is we're opening up the chest. Okay, so your hands come in the back, and you're going to feel a pull across your chest. Keep your chest open, that way you can do your deep breathing. And I'm still holding it, I'm still pulling. Okay, and just relax. Okay, well, why don't we call Judy up to the stage here and see what she's got planned for us.
Thanks, Veronica.
I'm going to take my chair with me.
All right, guys, so you know that on Tuesdays we like to do either recipes or arts and crafts. Today's an arts and crafts day. So let's see what Judy's got for us. Judy, how are you today?
Good. Thank you.
Good. All right, what do we got?
Welcome, everybody. What day is today?
Tuesday.
Terrific Tuesday. So, we're going to do a little arts and craft thing, and for you wine lovers, you have an advantage because hopefully you're saving some of your corks. And I used to save a lot of my corks, and then I couldn't figure out what to do, so I threw them away, and now I regret it. So I had to get some from my friends that saved them. And there's a number of things you can do. First of all, let me talk about the cork itself. The cork itself is made from the cork oak tree. And this tree grows for about 25 years, and then they use the bark, which is the actual cork, to make corks out of. And it's a very skilled procedure, and only certain people can do it because they take the bark off the tree in a certain way. And they mainly do it in Portugal and Spain. So just a little bit of trivia for you. So what we're going to do today is make a trivet for hot, to place hot things on so you don't burn your countertop or whatever. And what I started with is a pattern, and just cardboard, simple cardboard, the size I wanted. And what you're going to do is place the corks any way you want, nothing's wrong, kind of like this, and I don't have more, but then you can go like this, and you kind of get the point, right? Now, the nice thing about this is that if your cork's too long, once you hit here, for example, well, it's not gonna do it, but you can always cut the cork to the size you want. Okay, and that is what I did here. I used fillers right here because I had some gaps, and I just want to point out this is a special cork because it's my last name, and then the rum bar, of course, is my favorite wine. And let's see, the other type of what do you call it, pattern you can use, I got this. It's a cork coaster, thank you. And you can also use this as your pattern. The trivet or the coaster would just keep the corks in place, so you can always go like that, like this, and like this. It just is really good for a base. And I would use super glue, or if you have a glue gun, use that. And that's it. And you could even make a bulletin board if you had a lot of corks. So there you go, really easy. Save those corks and have fun.
That's great, Judy. Thanks so much. That is a very good quarantine project, since, not that I condone over drinking, but I know a lot of people are drinking at home instead of drinking out, so this is a good way to recycle, reduce, and reuse your materials. All right, Veronica, what do you got?
Okay, you'll never guess. I was just thinking that, everybody at home has a drawer where I call it the junk drawer, but it's one of the most important drawers in your house, because if you need something, likely you can open that drawer and you can find it. And so this is just with the idea of what have you got in your drawer at home. You might have some corks in there, just throw things in there. So these are some items you might have in that drawer. You probably don't have your tape in there, but oh, do I have some scissors? And I know everyone's seen these, right? So you go to sign in somewhere, like maybe in the doctor's office or anywhere, and they've got their pens in such a way that it would make it awfully hard to accidentally walk away with their pen. But we're just gonna have fun with this. So a lot of times I'll use floral tape if you happen to have some of that. I didn't have any floral tape in my junk drawer, but I did have a ribbon. And I had masking tape. So this is what we're going to do. Now I want it to look deliberate and neat. So that's why I want the scissors. I just want to cut the tape so it just looks a little neater. I'm going to keep my tape there. you don't cut your tape. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay. Now, I'm going to hold this together. So I want to make the pen so that I can still use it. So I'll just leave that open down there. And I'm going to start the ribbon up here and wrap it around. Hold that there. Okay, now I've got it wrapped down just a little bit. I didn't measure this, so I don't know for a fact that I have enough ribbon, but I think it'll work. I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to go across the top there. Yeah. You know what I think I'm going to do? I want to start the flower a little bit lower. So what I'm going to do is, hold on to my ribbon hopefully, I'm going to cut a little bit off this. I think I can cut through this. It might have a little wire in there. I don't have wire cutters, but if I did, I would cut that off. Okay, you see, so that way I could have a little bit less of a stem at the top. But since I don't have my wire cutters, those are in my other drawer because those are not junk. I'm going to go back to where I was. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of tape and I want to just sort of close off the top of where I started, and I want to attach the stem to the pen. I'm going to wrap it around. Just try and keep it neat and straight. Just pinch that closed. Okay. So even though it's not green to match the stem or it's not blue to match the ribbon, I think that's okay. Now I'm just going to keep wrapping the ribbon down. Down, 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 down. So now you can make this and then put it back in your junk drawer. And or wherever you keep your pens, and just enjoy running into it and realize, well, that was a fun little thing to do. It required some absolute presence of mind, some coordination, some thought process, and there you go.
Very cute.
You have a very unique item right here.
I love it. Great job, guys.
Right.
These are some fun quarantine projects for everybody if you're looking for something entertaining to do while you're home. Today is Tuesday, which means that it is Bling and Bingo Day. So come back at 2 o'clock and we will play some bingo right here on Facebook Live. Make sure that you've got your bingo cards ready to go. We do play for prizes, but there's no cost to play. So it's a win-win situation. So we'll see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon for Bling and Bingo, and then back again tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Brain Health with Susan. Have a great day, everyone.